Live from the campus of Bowling Green State University.
Thanks for joining us on this week's BG24 News. I'm Raylan Cleveland. This year, the Office of Residence Life here on campus opened a multi-sensory exhibit to increase awareness for trans people of color. BG24's Chaz McPeace has the story.
GSU provided students the opportunity to take a walk in the shoes of the socially oppressed. On February 12th, the Office of Residence Life hosted the Tunnel of Oppression, an event tailored to increase on-campus awareness and understanding of trans people of color. Specifically, it highlighted major events and hardships that they have faced throughout history.
The Tunnel of Oppression is an adjunct exhibit that is sponsored by the Office of Residence Life. This is our fourth edition of this project. This is basically we're trying to get students to spread awareness about their own privilege, their identity, things of that nature, things that lie along the line, their sense of identity, marginalization within society.
The event was free, but attendees were provided with a trigger warning at the entrance due to the sensitive and somewhat disturbing content on display. The tunnel consisted of pictures of famous LGBTQ+ events, dead body outlines of deceased trans people of color, and a mobile of derogatory terms. Counseling services were provided for those in need of it afterwards.
It's just the unknown. I mean, I didn't want to be ignorant to it, and so that's why I felt it was important for me to come over and see, because I want to be knowledgeable. So, yeah.
The Office of Residence Life hopes that the tunnel encouraged critical thinking regarding the perception of trans people of color in society. The tunnel stressed the importance of acknowledging people's differences and understanding them to create a better community. This is Chaz McPeace, BG24.
This past weekend, the BGSU's chorus formed Carmina Burana in Toledo. BG24's Ryan Lucene has the story.
On February 14th and 15th, the BGSU Men's Chorus, Women's Chorus, and University Choral Society formed Carmina Burana in Toledo.
And this is the third time that we've collaborated with the Toledo Symphony in Carmina Burana. We did it the first time in 2008 and once in 2013. Our new conductor, Alain Trudel, will conduct this performance.
Carmina Burana is a famous choral and orchestral piece.
The text comes from poems from the 13th century, medieval Germany, from Bavaria, written by monks in a monastery.
The piece itself has many verses, with about 25 movements divided into 5 sections. While it is a big piece, the real challenge is learning the lyrics, being in multiple languages.
Maybe like 75-80% of our struggles came from learning the different languages, because not only were we singing in Latin, we were singing in German as well.
With previous performances in the books, the future looks bright for another collaboration with the Symphony and BGSU.
For BG24 News, this is Ryan Lucene.
Switching to the national news, the Iowa caucus has since passed. But what do we do with the results from this voting nightmare? BG24's Courtney Brehan has more.
The Iowa caucus came and went, so what can we, the people, make of the results? And how did this year's caucus turn out to be a voting nightmare? According to several news reports, the app used to cast votes in this year's caucus was designed by a for-profit tech firm called Shadow Inc. The secrecy of who developed this app is what is causing so much scrutiny.
So what will happen down the road, I believe, is you're going to have maybe the Sanders campaign or the Buttigieg campaign complaining that there was a mistally or miscalculation. And so, we have to go back and redo it, or maybe we need to throw out the results.
To explain why the results took so long to be counted, Iowa Democratic Party officials said the app was hastily constructed in just 2 months and not properly tested at a statewide scale.
This time it was all through the app, and the app was never stress tested. They never reported it to any sort of agency to check it to be like hack-proof, stuff like that.
How does the failure of this app potentially shape the future of voting?
The bigger impact is on the Iowa caucus itself. Will we continue to have an Iowa caucus as we have seen it in the past? And the answer is probably no.
With the Ohio primaries getting closer, it's important for students to stay updated on what's happening leading up to the election season.
Make sure you vote March 17th in the primaries here in Ohio.
I'm Courtney Bryan with the latest.
The State of the Union was February 4th. BG24 reporter Grace Hare wanted to ask our fellow students what the current State of the Union is.
Recent State of the Union address on February the 4th by President Donald Trump, BG News wanted to ask students involved in campus political and non-political clubs what their opinion of the current State of the Union is.
My name is Claudia Lorenz. I'm a senior here at BGSU. My opinion on the current State of the Union is that, yes, while the economy is doing well, unemployment is down, the overall economy seems to be improving, but there are laws that were protecting different things in the country that Trump has reversed that I think are detrimental. He has taken away laws that protected endangered species, clean water, and he took away laws that prevented people from discriminating against gay people. So now if a person that is openly gay goes into a store, they are now allowed by law to refuse them service, and I think that those things are really terrible for the country. Yes, the economy is doing well, but I think the overall how clean our water is and our animals and how our people are feeling are a little bit more important.
My name's Adam Wilson. I think that the president laid out his agenda in the coming year in a clear and concise way for the American voters.
To get more information on how to get involved in student political clubs on campus, please go to BGSU Campus Activities or search for Bowling Green State Young Republican Club on Facebook or the Bowling Green State University Democratic Club for more information. I'm Grace Hare, reporting for the BG24 News.
Coming up next, we have the one and only Chase Bachman with our Falcon Sports Report. We'll be right back.
I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
All right, this is the Falcon Sports Report, and a lot is going on in the world of Falcon sports. We'll start on the hardwood with men's basketball. The squad is back home tomorrow after a week off, but these last few days have been anything but quiet because senior guard Dylan Fry is back. The team announced Wednesday that the all-time three-point leader will be returning to the team after an 11-day hiatus due to personal reasons. He could not have come back at a better time. The Falcons would be the 2 seed if the MAC tournament started today, but with Fry in the lineup, they have a real chance to take back the number 1 spot. The Falcons host Ohio tomorrow. Tip-off is at 4:30. And before the men play, you can catch the women's squad. The team is hosting Buffalo, and with 3 games left in their regular season, the Falcons are looking to finish strong. Tip-off is at 1. Shifting to the ice, the Falcons have their last home series of the regular season tonight. They host Ferris State, and this is a huge series for the Orange and Brown. They likely need to sweep this weekend and next in order to have a chance at home ice in the first round of the WCHA tournament. Ferris State is just looking to qualify for the tournament, so both teams with something to lose. You can watch them tonight and Saturday. Puck drop is at 7:07. The Falcons have been one of the best mid-major teams in college basketball all year. A big reason for their success is junior Daquan Plowden. He's one of the most improved players in the MAC, and his play has even been featured on SportsCenter a few times.
The team has a player that's considered the best pure athlete, the one that can move quicker and jump higher than everyone else. For the Falcon men's basketball team, that's Daquan Plowden. The junior forward is having himself a breakout year. His scoring and rebounding averages have doubled from a year ago. He's also having a career high in minutes and three-point field goals.
It's been a lot of work getting to this point. I'm always receptive to learning more, always ready to learn more, and just ready to learn. That's the biggest part. You want to be willing to learn in order to, take in all the information that the coach is giving and the teammates. So it's like, it wasn't like just a myself thing. It was like everybody around me has helped me shape me into who I am today.
Head coach Michael Huger is one of the people to shape Plowden, and he says it's more than just athleticism that has made Plowden a force on the court.
Energy and effort. He brings energy, effort every single day. You don't have to worry about how hard he's going to play, how much effort he's going to give you night in, night out. He gives you the same thing every night, and then he's able to elevate that level.
And nobody on the Falcons squad knows how to elevate better than Plowden. The high-flying junior has been featured on SportsCenter's top 10 plays not once, not twice, but 3 times in the last 2 seasons.
Oh my God! It's great acknowledgement, but it's just like winning plays, just plays that happen in game that are just like sometimes even unexpected, and then like it's just, I don't know, it's just like it's crazy. It's a crazy feeling like to know that you're on like SportsCenter and stuff, but like it's winning plays too. So it's fun. It's fun to see, and I'm in a maze half the time. I see it in practice, but when you see it in a game, it's another level. Everyone sees it now, and they see what he can do athletically, and he brings it every single time. And when you see those highlights, it's kind of like, ooh, that's really nice.
Chase Bachman reporting for BG Falcon Media.
And finally, the Ohio Special Olympic Winter Games are this weekend, today through Sunday. The event is bringing over 1,000 athletes from around Ohio in events like basketball, swimming, and cheerleading. You can catch the action at Perry Fieldhouse, the Student Rec Center, and the Stroh Center. For more information, you can contact BGSU Conference and Event Services. The event is free and open to the public. And that is it for sports.
Thanks, Chase. That's all we have time for today. Thanks for joining us this week's BG24 News. For today's top stories and more, you can follow us on BGSUFalconMedia.com for all of your campus and community news. Until next time.